What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dave Mo, Team Us 100%. You already know what it is. If you don't, you better hit the subscribe button and learn what it is. So check this out, real quick, little short for your ass. All you guys know what happened, in South Florida and parts of the Carolinas and, Orlando, etc., etc. So what you need to be doing right now is thinking about two things. Number one, those cars, they're flooded. They're going to start making their way to Copart, IAAI, TRA sale, etc., etc. Those dealers that choose to get paid out through their insurance companies, they're going to be looking for ways to replenish their stock. Most of these dealers don't have really nice offices. Some of them are really nice. The ones that are probably on the news look amazing, emporiums, if you will. But here's the deal. If you're an individual who likes to buy flooded cars, most of those cars were not running and driving. They were just sitting there when the flood came. Therefore, you don't really have to worry about engine and transmission issues because you weren't driving it. Therefore, the motor should not be hydro-locked. Your main thing is going to be modules and stuff along those lines. If you get to it early enough, you might be able to save the majority of them. As a matter of fact, I bought flood cars before where I turn the key and it runs and drives no problem. Now, the other side of the coin. If you're sitting on a lot of inventory right now, it might be the time to get that inventory cleaned up. This is way past the short, by the way. It only gives you a minute, but you might want to take the time to get your detailer on them, get them detailed up really nice, and make them frontline ready, if you will, and advertise them as such, because those dealers that don't have inventory right now, that means that they don't have any income coming in, right? Also, all the people that they had buy here, pay here's on, those buy here, pay here customers probably lost their vehicles as well. Because usually a buy here, pay here is like a 10 to 20 mile radius, right? So if I flooded, chances are you flooded within 10 miles of the dealership. So another way to look at it is get your cars ready, start advertising your vehicles as wholesale in those particular areas, or run them through like ACV. Maybe spend the money to take your cars down to, I'm just going to use this, just as an example, pay for the transport to take your cars down to Fort Lauderdale, Fort Myers area, Manheim, run them through there. They're going to start to pay a little bit more than they would have pre-hurricane, because the longer they don't have inventory, the longer they're not making money. It just makes sense, guys. God forbid that happened to me. I'd already be working with my insurance company, working it out where I'm like, yo, check it out. We just lost X amount of cars. On the same token, I'm telling all my guys, yo, get ready to load up. We're going to cash out on these cars. Because generally speaking, as a rep, you don't get the insurance money. But because every single car on the lot was destroyed, chances are I would speak to the owner and we would say, yo, look, let's just do this. Let's get the money back in the guy's pocket. Figure out a way that we can make some money off the top, cream off the top. You know what I mean? Even if we're just saying, hey, this is what it's going to cost. It costed you $1,000 for the car, even number. We're gonna cut you a check for $700. Is that grimy? Sure. Should I get paid $300 to go through the footwork? Absolutely, because the other side of the coin is you're dead. You feel me? Like, you're not going to get any money for your car. If we don't let you go through the insurance, you get no money, and you sign the contract that says you're not able to use the insurance. So again, that's all stuff that you want to work out with the person that you rep for, but that's not what this is about. This is about two things. One, if you like salvage flood cars, pick them up because it's a safe bet that they're going to run and drive, because they're not going to be hydro-locked for the most part, okay? That's number one. Again, why am I saying that? Because they weren't running and driving. They were simply parked when the flood came, so chances are it blew a bunch of fuses, end of story, right? Number two, if you're a wholesaler or you have dead stock, dead inventory, you need to get it off. Now is the time. As a matter of fact, I would probably wait about 2 or 3 weeks. Start watching the market. Start watching. You can go online and watch Manheim, and you can see where the person is bidding from. And Copart will tell you where they're bidding from. When you start seeing a lot of North Carolina, you start seeing a lot of Orlando and South Florida buyers, now is the time to get your cars up there. They're going to have to pay more because they need the inventory. Remember, guys, making a little bit of money is better than making no money. And the closer to frontline ready you have your vehicle, the better it is for you to get top dollar for it. Because these dealers that are hurting right now, they're looking to buy something that they could put on their lot and throw it for sale. If I buy the car on Monday, I want it here by Tuesday. By Tuesday night, I already want my pictures taken. By Wednesday, I want to be writing up a contract for it. That's how fast I want to flip cars. The only way I could do that is by buying frontline ready cars. Anyway, guys, I hope this helps you out a little bit. I hope this video finds you in great health and wealth. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Team us, baby. You already know what it is. Let's get this paper.